buys lawyers yesterday in the High Court, my friend?
Well, not much, I must say. I mean, the real problem is that Harry is an outcast now. And I think most people in Britain would be quite happy if he never returned to these shores until he begged for forgiveness. So the idea that the British taxpayer should provide expensive protection from him from we don't know what threat in any case is ridiculous. And I think that he is just on some sort of vanity exercise, paying lawyers to just promote his profile. But hopefully the judge and the court will agree with the Home Office that wherever Harry does need protection, he should rightly get it. But the idea that he should be able to arrive in Britain with armed bodyguards or that the British taxpayer should pay a lot of money to protect him from an unknown threat is just ridiculous. And he should really stay out of the courts on this issue. That it's not perceived that a man who is not a working royal, who lives in America, should somehow be able to pay for protection when he wants it. That doesn't work like that here, thankfully. And the real problem for Harry now is that in the wake of the Scobie book and all the rest of it, he has a tough task to prove to anyone in this country that he is really very worthy. He really has let the country and his family down.
People said to him, or commented at the time when they left Britain, that is going to be one of your biggest costs, security.
Yeah.
And having to cover those costs themselves might actually be ruinous.
Yes.
And you just wondered, did he adequately consider that, or did he just take it for granted that that protection would be provided?
Yeah. I think the trouble with Harry, Rafe, is that he takes for granted that all sorts of things are going to be provided for him, whether he is part of the royal family or not. He clearly thinks that he's entitled to an awful lot of stuff, doesn't he?
If you want the perks and the privileges, you have to do the duty and do the work that comes with it, you know? And this is all a complete nonsense, actually, because he is getting protection. If he comes to attend royal events, he will receive royal protection. They have bespoke protection plans for him, depending upon his needs. But he has such an inflated impression of what he needs and his importance. Remember, at the coronation, we had the President of France very happy to come over. We had the First Lady from the US very happy to come over. And yet Harry couldn't bring his children along because it wasn't safe enough. If it's good enough for the President of France, I think it's good enough for Meghan and so forth. And, of course, America's far more dangerous than Britain is, and he's quite happy to have his own security
he's gone
there.
to seek refuge, hasn't he, Ryan, in one of the most dangerous countries in the world, where more people have got handguns than they've got sort of toy chocolate bars or whatever it is. You know, it's ridiculous.
I think on balance in this country, if he's only coming in for a few days, I think the police should be with him, or pretty not to say all times, but certainly when he's travelling about. This is a guy who, you know, served in Afghanistan. It's very, very finely balanced, and you know, if he walks out on the street, you know, someone could, you know, do something, you know, that they shouldn't do. So I think give it to him when he's here. If he's only here for a few days every year, it's not. I don't see an issue. Probably not a massive cost. It'd be more embarrassing if something did happen to him and the police didn't act.
Yeah, no, absolutely.